Hello, it's a quick video for Project Dalek members who've been following my build diary on Project Dalek. This is all about my dome disasters. As you may recall, I bought this dome off eBay about 3.5 years ago, and it wasn't until I put it in primer that I realised just how lumpy and out of shape it was. So I've got myself a mission really to try and make this look a bit more dome-like. One of the biggest problems with it was this line here where the dome meets the chamfer was pretty much non-existent on my dome, but after all the work that we've done on it, you can see that the dome line, or that chamfer line now, is much more crispy than it was before. So I'll just talk about what we've done to this dome. So I sanded the dome down with an 80 grit paper on a block just to take off all the high spots and bits and pieces like that, and then we used a filler which is a special plastic filler. It's called Big Boy Plastic Flexi Filler, and it's designed for use on plastic bumpers, ABS products, PVC, glass reinforced plastic, aluminium and wood. You can use it on all of those materials, and I can highly recommend this stuff. It's really super flexible, and it applies to the dome really well. And on the dome here, this is the dark grey that you can see. It goes on black, but then when you sand it, it goes to this nice light grey colour. And all we've done to apply this is we mixed it up on a board, and I've applied it with a normal plastic spreader. But to get the curve of the dome correct, as you can see there, what we did is we heated this up with a heat gun, and I bent it to the shape, held it there while it's set, and as you can see, it's held the form of the dome. So it makes, you get a nice uniform covering, and we basically covered the whole dome with this filler, and then I've blocked it back using 80 grit sandpaper on a block and 120 grit sandpaper on a block. And then I'm going to now go through the rest of the grades. Now I've got it to roughly where it needs to be, I'm going to go up through the grades, and then any little pinholes that we found along the way we filled with this stuff, which is a Holt's Catalloy knifing putty. I've probably said that wrong, but this goes on really smooth as well. It's very thin coat, and what I'm hoping is the end result is that we're going to get a nice smooth finish over the dome. This stuff, the knifing putty, goes on, it's sort of like a pink colour. So that's this pink colour you can see here. The green colour you can see, this is the primer that I applied to the dome. So you can see in places there's high spots, low spots, and even in places where the dome was so out of shape, it's actually gone through to the GRP material underneath. So that just gives you a rough idea of how badly out of shape this dome was. I've printed off the dome former. Yeah, again there you can see where the GRP is showing through, but it is dead smooth now, you can't feel the fibres. And then off of the Project Dalek site, I've just cut out a cardboard dome former just to trace the line of this dome and see how out of shape it is. But as you can see there now, there's a nice curve on the dome all the way around. There's no lumps and bumps to the feel, so I'm actually really pleased with that. Obviously it will be a lot smoother because I've now got to sand this down through various grits of paper. I'll probably go 240 next, and then maybe 500 or 320 just to get it to a nice smooth finish. Then I'll prime it, and then I'll really know to see whether it's actually worked or not. But this primer putty is actually quite flexible, so I'm hoping that this is not going to crack over time. And for those of you who saw the pictures of this dome before I've done this work, I'm hoping you'll agree that I may well have saved this dome now. But obviously your comments below are important, and if you've got any specific advice for me, just go to my build diary on Project Dalek. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.